morning, fam. This is day 39, and today's not about the thunder or the storm or the spotlight. Today is about the quiet space between the notes, the breath before the breakdown, the place where God speaks the loudest, when we finally get silent enough to hear Him. Psalm 39, Ford, or make me to know mine end, and the measure of my days, what it is, that I may know how frail I am. I filled every silence with worry and weight, tried to outrun what I couldn't translate, measured my worth by the pace of my stride, but the truth always whispered when I tried to hide. I built busy hands to avoid the still air, feared that the silence would show I was bare, but it wasn't the noise that exposed what was true. It was the quiet that finally broke through. Between every heartbeat, between every line, a still sacred voice had been calling out mine. It was the voice between the moments, not the thunder or the flame. In the hush before the sunrise, He whispered my name, not in motion, not in mastery, not in proving I was strong, but in stillness. I remember where that voice had been all along. I'd feel holy when I figured it out, tied my faith to results, tied my worth to doubt. But grace never asked me to have the plan made. It just waited in silence and offered me shade. I missed Him in fire, I missed Him in speed, but He met me in breath when I noticed my need. Not with answers I'd written or timelines I'd built, but with peace that came softly and covered my guilt. He wasn't in the echo, He was in the breath before it. He wasn't in my schedule, He was in the minute I ignored it. He didn't rush to prove Himself, He waited for me to slow. And when I finally laid it all down, that's when I started to know. It was the voice between the moments where no spotlight ever shined. In the pause I used to fear, He redefined what's mine. Not in shouting, not in striving, not in pushing through the night, but in stillness. He reminded me I don't need noise to fight. Now I walk slower, but I see with new sight. Don't need every answer to trust what is right. I stop when I'm tired, I breathe when I break, because holiness lives in the breath that I take. He doesn't need volume to make Himself heard. He speaks through surrender, not just through words. And when I forget and the noise pulls me far, I return to the silence. That's where you are. You are the voice between the Just a pause where I can see you're not lost in all my chaos. You've been waiting there for me. Lord, make me to know mine end and the measure of my days, not so I can fear it, but so I can listen, so I can slow down long enough to hear you speak. Between